So, let's get right into it. What we're going to talk about in this video is, wait for it, what we're going to talk about is changing your life in 30 minutes. Okay, let me say that again. Changing your life in 30 minutes. Now, no one can refuse this. There is absolutely no excuse, no reason why you can't literally give this a go and, let today be a new day in your life, a new life, So, how do we change our life in 30 minutes? Well, the magic of it is actually some of the things I've talked about in other videos, but for those that haven't seen those videos, for everybody, what we're gonna look at is a few simple things that we're gonna do in 30 minutes. And this is something that if you were to do this every day, without shadow of a doubt, you would see a complete difference in your life. I promise you that. There's actually no secrets involved, but it's just by implementing certain tools that are well spoken about, lots are being written about, but unless they're put into practice, it just doesn't happen. It just doesn't change. So it requires a sense of let's get it done sort of attitude. Let's just do it. And as soon as you start and as soon as you do it, it makes a difference. It really makes a difference. And you will see the difference. You will experience the difference. So, how to change your life in 30 minutes? Well, number one, first thing, because I'm not going to beat around the bush and build it up, because I want to get into it, because I want you to start and literally get to the other side where you're not wondering, what is this, what do I have to do to change my life in 30 minutes? You're not guessing what I'm going to say. Instead, you've got the proof yourself, because you've done it. You've put into practice the things I'm going to outline, and you're on the other side. You can say, I actually did that, and you know what? I'm going to do it tomorrow. So the first thing is we're going to do 50 minutes of exercise. Now, it can be as simple as, doing 10 press-ups, jogging on the spot. You don't have to run a marathon. Jogging on the spot, going for a brisk walk. Simple exercise, nothing too strenuous. 15 minutes, and you're done. First of all, you've done your exercise for the day. For some of you, you've done your exercise for the week. For some more of you, you might not have exercised in years. So it's the first time you've actually got active in a while. But that's number one. So all you got to do is 15 minutes of exercise. As soon as it's done, you say, you know what? I'm done. I've done my exercise for the day. I've done step one. Step two. Now, step two requires you to pay attention. You really have to focus, because it's about breathing. It's about conscious breathing. Not the breathing that we do every day, all night, which is, automatic. It's just, subconsciously controlled. No, what we're talking about is 5 minutes of you consciously breathing in and out. 5 minutes. That's not a long time. 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week. And all you have to do is breathe in and focus on it. Focus on breathing in, hold the breath, and breathe out. And focus on breathing out. All you have to do is breathe and focus on the breathing. Of course, what you'll find when you're doing this exercise is that all the thoughts that are running through your mind will sort of fade away, because you're focusing your conscious attention on breathing in and breathing out, inhaling and exhaling. So all the other thoughts will sort of just fade away to the background, which is great. I mean, that's a benefit, that's a bonus, because of course you sort of get some peace for 5 minutes. But there's actually something that's very therapeutic and beneficial about conscious breathing. And again, this is a very simple thing. There are no excuses. You just got to do it. You do it for 5 minutes and you're done. Now, when you've done that, the third thing is, well, I'll put it this way, an appreciation list. What you're going to do is jot down 10 good things that have happened to you for the day. 10 things that you've done that you're happy with. 10 things that have happened for you. Just jot them down. Nice and simple, 1 to 10. And if you get stuck and you can't think of something and you think, oh, what's good that's happened to me today? Get small. Think of the small things. Think of the things that you take for granted, if you like, that we all take for granted. So if you've had something to eat for the day, be appreciative for that. Jot that down. If you had a good night's sleep, jot that down. If you took the dog for a walk, that's a positive thing. Jot that down. So let's focus on the small things. You don't have to think, how much money did I make in the morning? No. Let's not go there yet. Just the small things. Jot down 10 of them, and you're done. What you've done through this exercise is you've actually put your mind in a place where you're looking for the positive, as opposed to the negative thoughts and the bad thoughts coming and going and weighing you down. Instead, you focused your attention on the good things, on the positive things. Small they may be, that's fine. Your mind is in a different state because you're focusing on the good. So you've done that. So now you've done exercise, you've done some breathing, and you've done an appreciation or gratitude list. So you're ready to go. Now, it's often said that we suffer more in our imaginations than we do in reality. We suffer more in imagination than we do in reality. In our imagination, we think of all the things that could go wrong, that have gone wrong before, that might go wrong again. We think about, mistakes we might make, we might fail at this, and so on. But that's all in our imagination, because of course the event hasn't happened yet, so we're just anticipating all the things that could go wrong, when in reality it might not be like that at all. So we've got to be on guard. We have to be aware of our imaginations and what's going on in our imagination. So we become consciously aware that, I'm thinking that this might happen, or I might not have enough money to pay that bill, or, how am I going to get, from A to B today because, the trains aren't running or whatever. All of this stuff is actually happening in our imaginations, but reality is a different story. So as the quote goes by Seneca, in our imaginations, all sorts of things go wrong, but in reality, it's often nothing like that. So we're going to be prepared for that. We're going to be aware of that, so that when we catch our imaginations firing away all of the negative possibilities and permutations of things that could happen, we're aware of it, we catch it, and we say, hang on a minute, nope, that's in my imagination. That is not reality. And once we become consciously aware of it, we can stop it. So we have some simple steps that will change how you feel physically, emotionally, psychologically. Exercise, just 15 minutes. Breathing for just 5 minutes. And an appreciation or gratitude list, whatever you want to call it. 10 things to become consciously appreciative for. With all the negative things and all the bad things, well, we're just focusing on 10 good things. And literally, when you've done that, you have changed your state of being, your internal state of being, in 30 minutes. Now, what I want you to do is do it, and then let me know how you feel after. Catch you on the other side.